All right, everyone, in this short video, I will show you how to create data exploration. Data exploration, it just allows you to create ad hoc visualizations and just to find, to identify the relationships in your data. This is not the data presentation. Those are just a set of visualizations. There are many ways, multiple ways to create the data exploration. My preferred way is to go to my content. Here is claims and weather data module that I'm going to use as a source. Remember, the data module tracks data on customers, the vehicles that customer drives, type of coverage, insurance coverage that the customer has, type of accident, and total claim amount. So now I'm going to click here to open the actions menu, and I'm going to select exploration, create exploration. If I do it this way, the data module that I used will be automatically used as a source for my exploration. So if I click on a source in here, right? So what do I see? This here is a name, it's a file that was used to create data module. Remember, in the other video, I showed you how to create the data groups, which are the columns, right? Binned columns. And I can see them over here and I can use them in my exploration because I created them in data module. What is this? This is a selectable filter that we created. And if I did not use the descriptive names, there is no way to know how it's defined without going back to data module, right? Here are the rest of the fields in the data, and an icon next to the field name indicates the field data type. Is it? And I can also click here next to the column name to look at the column properties, right? Like for example, this column is a state. I can click here. I can click on properties, right? And it shows here aggregate is how the data is being summarized, right? And it identified that this column represents the geographic location, something like that, right? What else do you see? You can toggle between source and between the cards. Each visualization is added as a card. Here, you see the set of starting points. In other words, Cognos identified the fields that we might be interested to look at. And we will discuss this in more details in another video, right? You can also create the explorations just by drag and drop the fields. For example, I can click here, create, and I can select my card, and then I go to the data, and I can just drag and drop my fields here, and it will try to choose the best exploration for me. Like for example, I drag and drop the employment status, and it lists the employment statuses that I have, right? So something like that. But if I look here, it shows me which fields are used in my explorations. See that? If those are called the data slots, and we're going to talk about it in another video. But if you see an asterisk here, it means that you must specify something to see visualization, right? So if I go back here, see this card was just added to the card list. Now, very important, you need to remember to save your work. So I'm going to click on this floppy disk, right? And I'm going to call it something like claims and weather data exploration. And weather data exploration. Here it is. Now, where do I save it? I'm not going to save it to team content because your access to team content is read only. You need to go to click here, my content, and then click save. All right. Take a look at this. This is the name of the exploration. And if you see an asterisk next to the exploration name, it means that you have not saved the latest changes. All right. Another thing here, those are the undo, redo buttons. They allow you to undo the latest change, right? Then I will also show you in another video that if you're looking at the visualization, there is an option to add related visualizations. Those are visualizations that are related to the visualizations you're currently looking at, all right? So that's one way to create the data exploration. Now, if I want to go back to the home page or to the content page, I can do it this way. I can just select content, right? That takes me back to the content page. Another way to create an exploration is from the home page, right? Or from this menu right here. This menu can be accessed from the content page, and it can also be accessed from the home page, right? So now I'm going to click here and I'm going to select new. And from here, I need to select exploration. But the big difference, now I need to specify the data source that I want to use for my explorations, right? And I want to use the data source from my content, and I want to use claims and weather data module. See that? When I used the first method, my data source was selected automatically. Here, I need to specify which data source I want to use, right? And I click on Add. So basically, there is more than one way to accomplish the same task. So now see here, there is an asterisk. It's because I did not save my latest change, all right? So this was a short video on data exploration. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.